Kevin Harlan here alongside
Dwight
Greg
Howard,
Anthony
Elgin
and
Baylor,
Richard
James
Jefferson.
Worth.
And our reporter
That's their
tonight
big
on the
three.
sideline is Allie LaForce. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Howard is out there with Worthy. Then it's Baylor. Then it's Jones. And it's Ole in at the 1 spot. And Greg the Thunder, NBA champions at last. And still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Jones for 3. Tumbo grabs the board. Ginobili outside. To the middle. And finished off by Griffin.
And one for the highlight reel. And you see after multiple knee surgeries, Griffin can still get up.
Worthy with a clean look. Misses the 3. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Griffin a screen on Baylor. And Williams, here we go. Outside Kidd. Shot clock at 5. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Oh, man. Griffin is a monster around the rim.
Here's Ole. He's covered by Kidd. It's Howard, top of the key. Pass to Jones. Lets the 3 fly. Tumbo grabs the board.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Always a smart move to put Griffin in the pick and roll as the screener. He is tough to stop.
Ole passes to Baylor. They need this. Howard misses.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Inside, here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Young's checked in. Well, we've seen some teams, Greg, stumble out of the gate to begin this season, still trying to find their footing, getting some traction.
And when you're not meeting expectations, the pressure ramps up. But as a team, you can't let it get to you, especially with time to turn things around.
Now, here's Baylor. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Clock at 2.
And yet to attack the paint here, everything's coming from the outside.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Here's Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Heinsohn's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 10. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Now here's Kidd. Scoreless thus far. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. 1:21 left in the first quarter. Here's Heinsohn. He's covered by Kidd. Young outside. Basket is good. The assist from Worthy.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
And here is Ginobili. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Damn, I was in the corner.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. And that one's good by Baylor.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Manu Ginobili on the wing. Defended by Jones. Here's Ginobili. Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, man. You can see how they're finishing their play.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Baylor against Williams. Nabbing another steal.
And how many times have we seen him make a theft like that?
Almost too many to count. Blake Griffin getting it done for Memphis. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
Blake Griffin tripping.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
They've got Jason Kidd. Mutombo is out there with Griffin. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Ginobili in a shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. That one misses.
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Floats it up for Williams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Young passes to Smith. Tries from 10. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Making trouble inside. Smith doing all he can to force the defense into a mistake.
Oklahoma City shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Sabonis, he's checked in for Mutombo. Avdia comes in for Williams. McDaniels, he's checked in for Ginobili. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Kidd. The free throw drops for Smith. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Here's Irving. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Ole passes to Howard. And it's sent back by Sabonis. They get it back. And Howard with the second chance points.
And Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
Sabonis' screen on Young. The shot's good from Irving.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Young passes to Ole. To the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And doing what he does best, Howard attacking the rim with that explosive power.
Young against Irving. Sabonis sets the pick for Irving. Memphis needs to get off a shot here.
Smart pass, just one of the many ways Kyrie Irving creates offense.
Young inside. He's covered by Irving. Young against Irving. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead has got to just 7 on the basket from Young.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
And if you try to block his shot, you risk getting posterized because he is good at using that height to his advantage.
Irving, good.
And this is Irving's role, a natural scorer who understands when that mid-range J opens up, he's got to fire.
Young dishes to Howard. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Howard with this screen on Griffin. Heinsohn the pass to Howard. And that one is good. Howard's got 10 points.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
Young against Irving. Sabonis at the elbow. Avdia kicks to Sabonis. The good-looking shot from the wing.
That pass is
Sabonis
crazy.
has got his second bucket.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Some changes for Memphis. Chris Bosh is checked in for Griffin. Scalabrini comes in for Avdia. And Brooks subbed in for McDaniels. The Thunder also changing it up. James Worthy's checked in for Heinsohn. Baylor comes in for Smith. And Jones subbed in for Young. Irving passes to Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll. He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Outside Irving. Screen by Sabonis. Fires from the line. The putback and stay with the play, Sabonis. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change. You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Irving. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Eddie Jones at the line for one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Memphis out in front. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum.
So
You're
far.
watching 2K Sports.
We blew a big lead, but at least we didn't end up not having the lead.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy buckets. How are they going to still win this game?
All right, and now let's talk about that first half in the paint where two centers are really battling it out.
Well, this is what I like to see.
And that about wraps it up.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
He has been aggressive, getting into the painted areas seemingly at will and wreaking absolute havoc on the defense.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. Worthy out there with Howard. Then it's Jones. Then it's Baylor. And it's Ole in at point guard.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Irving attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Irving's got 6.
Intelligent play by Kyrie. He knows the pick and roll gets him some better options.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. And the dunk by Baylor.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Irving can't get it to go.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Tries again. And the layup is up and in. He's got 8.
The skill of Kyrie, incredible around the bucket. I have never seen someone his height so good at the rim.
Worthy outside. Down low. Here's Old. Can't hit from in close.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Screen by Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Irving's shot is good.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
Here's Old. Hasn't made one yet. Inside Baylor. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Evans is checked in for Sabonis. Avdia comes in for Scalabrine. Ginobili, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Livingston in for Irving. Trae Young, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Worthy has got it here for Oklahoma City. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And Worthy throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And again, Memphis no good. Oklahoma City trailing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Bosch. And Jason Kidd has subbed in for Sean Livingston. Then for the Thunder, Heinzen's checked in for Baylor. And it's Jefferson in for Jones. 1:06 left in the 3rd. Now here's Kidd. He has yet to score. And there's the drive. Here's Avdia. Evans a screen on Worthy. 6 on the shot clock. Ginobili outside. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Worthy the pass to Heinzen. 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. He can't get that one.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Ginobili, that's for 2. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. 3rd quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
The Thunder shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And he makes the first.
And Young, a fiery competitor, someone who enjoys getting under the skin of opposing players.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
Ginobili looking around. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Thunder lead by 1.
Damn. Might need Kyrie back out there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Oklahoma City shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. We've got Griffin. Get out there with Irving. Then there's D-Box, and it's Williams at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Wow, Williams going up high, playing over everybody's head.
And it's Smith finishing it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Griffin, D-Box. It's hauled in by Smith. The Thunder leading by 3. Cole with the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Irving passes to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Griffin has brought the energy tonight. You could tell in warm-ups he was ready.
Pass to Heinsohn. Nice D from D-Box.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
And then Griffin with the dunk.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Well, Thunder have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Mark Daigneault calls time out here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Mutombo is checked in for D-Box. Then for the Thunder, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Heinsohn. Worthy comes in for Smith. And Jones subbed in for Trae Young. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
All right, Allie, thanks.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And Griffin has so much confidence in his scoring ability, especially when he's near the basket.
Howard in the post. He's up against Mutombo. And they recover it. Up again. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And you can see the determination in Howard's eyes. He relishes the opportunity to provide big baskets like that one.
Jones. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Got it to go off the glass.
What a make by Griffin, putting this team on his back.
Taken away by Kidd. Here's the teardrop, and he lays that one in.
And this team turns to Kidd when they need a big bucket. And now you see why.
Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
And the shot will go down.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let it roll.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Irving outside. Mutombo sets a screen. 5 to shoot. It's tipped and stolen by Howard. Cleaves it in off the window.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Griffin sets the screen for Irving. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
with a polished offensive game and an intense will to win, Griffin can definitely be trusted in crunch time.
Now Jones. Oh, what a move! Can't get it. Outside Irving. Griffin a screen on Jones. All right, here's Williams. 6 to shoot. Irving outside. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. Second personal foul. And they go to the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario.
Not want to go to overtime.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
After the review, ruling on the floor is overturned.
Now, where the officials can review
Not foul
in
that
closer detail what
Thank you.
constituted the original personal
That's why
foul.
you challenge
Getting
the
a
call.
different
You
angle
don't
can
challenge that.
sometimes make
It's a
lot
tie game
easier
and it's
to
way more
determine.
stressful.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is.
Always challenge
and how hard
things.
it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make,
Had to get up out of there, man. Take that ring with us.
So a close game sees
Briggs.
Memphis take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage
Blake
of
Griffin went
having
crazy.
that crowd.
Today's game.
You know what I'm saying? Basically like 90%, 95% from the field with Blake Griffin. Kai, 14-7. That's great. Sabonis, scoring a lot. Didn't get those assists, but we'll work on that. We weren't really setting him up to play his game. He was more just a backup for Mutombo. 7 rebounds type shit. Jason Kidd, 3 steals. We need that. Big men get blocks, little men get some steals, some assists. It's a good game. It was really about Blake Griffin and Kyrie Irving, they were the main guys that were doing things. So we got a lot of pieces. I would be afraid of us if I was some of these teams in the league. Miami is the only team that has the right to sleep at night, without worrying. But these other teams should be worried because Memphis is in champion shape. Yeah.